Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, man. Real E-Leezy in the building. Let's get it. All these motherfucking Christmas Day games. The Knicks in the early game beat a depleted Atlanta Hawks team. No Gallinari, no Lou Williams, no Trae Young, no Kevin Huerter. So you got all them players out. Nonetheless, Atlanta still have been competitive with some of the guys that they brought up from the G League on 10-day contracts. They got Bogey back the other night, so he played. You know what I'm talking about? They still got Cam Reddish, John Collins, Clint Capella came back. So I thought it was a good game, but I thought I think the Knicks can build. This is a great win for the Knicks. The Knicks can build off of this win. Everything that they've been getting from Kemba has coming back to being like glimpses, giving you glimpses of the old Kemba. You know what I'm saying? And whether Kemba, whether he shoots a high percentage or not, you have to keep Kemba on the floor, because what Kemba can do as far as ball handling and creating off the dribble for either himself or teammates, I would rather live with that. You get what I'm saying? Of course, he's going to be a defensive liability, being barely 6 foot. It's hard when you're going up against opposing point guards that's, you know what I'm saying? Opposing point guards that's 6'2" average and above, you know what I'm saying? Even for Trae Young, it's a struggle, but are you going to take Trae Young? And are you going to sit him down? No, because what he can do for you on the offensive end and create for his teammates. Kemba Walker provides that same skill set and the same ability. Obviously, he's a little older than Trae Young, but you forgot that Kemba used to get down with the get down. Kemba was averaging 30. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 in scoring. You know what I mean? Even though the team that he was on, they weren't winning, you know what I'm saying, as much, because they didn't have as much talent and the coaching that, you know what I'm saying, they have now, but still, Kemba was that guy. So shout out to Kemba. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau and the Knicks. That was a good win today, and I think they can build off of this win. I think that, the Knicks are still young, so it's going to be growing pains. See, last year, nobody was really checking for the Knicks, so they snuck up on everybody. This year, everybody knows that Julius Randle was their main option. And then all the rest of the young guys, you know what I'm saying, with getting that playoff experience, they're still trying to develop into the type of players that's going to get them paid and solidify, you know what I'm saying, them a position in the league. So, yeah, that's why you see the Knicks started off a hot start, 71, and then now they're barely 500. So, I mean, but it is what it is. Though, you know what I'm saying? The Knicks, they're going to be there in the end. They're going to be playing for a playoff spot, whether it's the playing game or the 7-8 seed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they're actually better than that, but they just have to bring everything together. Obviously, D. Rose is injured. They just got a couple guys back from COVID protocol. So, good win for the Knicks. They can definitely build on this win. Take that momentum into the next game, going into the new year. Right now, the Celtics in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying, going at it. Last time I checked Milwaukee was down 11. The Celtics were up 11. So that's the last time I checked. And it seems like that, that minus Dennis Schroeder, Peyton Pritchard has stepped up in his position and played a solid game. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. So that's good signs, for the Celtics. The Celtics are a very, very, very talented ball club when healthy, in my opinion. But they're underachieving because they have been hampered by the protocols and injuries and also just trying to, adopt a new system. You know what I'm saying? Ime Udoka, I think he's a good basketball mind. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to do a good job. I think the Celtics are only going to get better as the season progresses. You could probably look for them to make a couple of moves. at the deadline. But other than that, I like the way, their team is constructed. I love Robert Williams. You got Al Horford, so you got a couple solid bigs. You know what I'm saying? You got Enes Kanter Freedom. So they have bigs to work with over there. And then they have small forwards. You know what I'm saying? I love Romeo Langford. Got a couple shooting guards come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? They got point guard play. So they're interchangeable at all positions. But it's just about now putting all of that on the court. Now it's time to go get the results. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they got superstars in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So I think they're going to be fine. They just need to take more pride in playing defense. If they can get stops and then get out and run, and where they can get spot-up shooters and stuff like that, Aaron Naismith and all those other guys, you know what I'm saying? I think they can be a solid team, and I look for them to try to make that push, you know what I'm saying? Probably with 7-8, you know what I'm saying? Play in. There's going to be a lot of teams battling for those positions because the top 5 positions in the East are pretty much solidified, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I know you got Miami, Milwaukee, Bulls, and who else? In the East. Who was top in the East? Oh, the Nets. I'm sorry. Can't forget about the Nets. The Nets. That's top 4. You know what I'm saying? And now you got all these other teams around 500 with the Charlotte, Atlanta, the Knicks. You still got Toronto, the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Playing for a spot. Boston. So now it's just like who's going to make up the rest of the Eastern Conference when the playoff is time to start. So you got 5 through 8 in the play-in game. You know what I'm saying? So you got really 5 through 9. So what teams are going to make it? You know what I'm saying? It's 6 spots or 5 spots left. So we got to see what's going to happen with that though. But some good games. You know what I'm saying? Some good games this afternoon. Look forward to the later games. The Warriors starting about 20-25 minutes, and then you got then you got your later games coming on. You know what I'm saying? The Brooklyn and the Lakers. I think Utah, somebody. So it's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? This Phoenix game it's not really gonna tell me anything that I really don't know already with this Phoenix and Warriors. Even if Phoenix win, or even if the Warriors win on the road, that doesn't mean that they're better. Like, in my opinion, I don't think that they're better. It's going to be tough to really put a stamp and determine who is the better team. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Because either one of these teams could get bounced in the playoffs. Like, we've seen that happen in previous years where the top seeded team necessarily didn't make it all the way to the finals, let alone the conference finals. So it just depends on success. You know what I'm saying? You judge both of these teams by championship or bust. If the Warriors or the Nets, if the Warriors or Phoenix do not make it to the finals, then that means the season was a failure, pretty much. Ain't no moral victories. We don't play for best records. You play to win the whole thing. You play to win the whole thing. At least that would be my mindset. I'm not playing for second. I'm not playing for consolation. I want the whole thing. Period. And if you're not playing for the whole thing, you're not a competitor. In my opinion, if you're not willing to do whatever it takes in order to get your team over the hump and win the whole championship, that just shows me that you don't have it in your blood. You're not that guy, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not that team, whatever, organization, whatever you want to call it. You feel me? So this game really means nothing to me. It'll be good to see, you know what I'm saying, the competitiveness of the game and, how they stack up and compare against each other, because these games between Phoenix and the Warriors, they know that they're the top of the West. So they know that it's a possibility that they might meet in the playoffs. So they really have to try to, dictate their pace. You feel me? And then force turnovers and force the other team to play outside of their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Force them into bad shots, bad turnovers. And we know that leads to leak outs and, fast break opportunities and, you got a high shooting team like these two teams, once you get out in transition, man, those threes is raining. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be some good competition later on. I want to see how the Lakers respond after the two lackluster performances at home recently against Phoenix and San Antonio. So I want to see how they respond. So we're going to see how that plays out. So you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all have a blessed Christmas, man. Enjoy these games. You feel me? And, you know, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Love on your family and your loved ones, man. You feel me? So from the real E-Leezy and the Shaw family, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else is out there, man. Peace and blessings, man. Straight up, man. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thumbs up. Thumbs my shit up, man. We gotta get this. We gotta get my shit up there. You feel me? Because the content is real. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the heart. No capping. Keeping it 100. And I mean, you gotta respect that. You feel me? Love you guys. For sure.